Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Throwback Thursday. We are on a very long journey through the Lord of the Rings TCG. If you haven't been with us,
it's a special journey.
That's right. We're going set by set. We have done the first two sets. Open a box, build deck, open a box, use those cards to tweak the original deck, open a box, which is what we're doing here today with Realms of the ElfLords, set 3 of the Lord of the Rings TCG. I believe this came out 2003. I would have been, what grade were we in 2000? 2002, it looks like.
2000s aren't old. I feel like that's
I would have been a freshman.
History.
Freshman in high school. 20 years ago is when this came out.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how the dates keep getting further away.
They really do, don't they?
The 2000s used to be hip, man. It used to be everything. You remember Y2K? That was exciting. It was like, this is the future. Like, the technology is...
There's a lot of concern about that.
Yeah, we had the internet really coming of age.
I was actually sick on Y2K.
The last of the dinosaurs was actually around in the 90s, if you remember that.
There's a lot of jokes I actually wanted to make there. They were mildly politically charged, so I just didn't. I didn't go there, but just know that insert political joke here.
You've created enough drama this week on
Oh my goodness, the tides are rolling. So here's what we're going to be doing. If you've never seen this game, never played this game, we're going to be opening this box, talking about cards. It's going to be super chill, sipping on some coffee. I need to fix my deck so I can have a chance at winning next week. And then we're going to come back. I think next week, do you have the schedule to pop? I think next week we are playing Lord of the Rings on Thursday.
Yeah, let's look at the schedule. You got that? Somebody got the schedule for us?
These two streams will conclude what is called the first block, the Fellowship block, which is the first 3 sets. So then the stream after that we're doing, that is Lord of the Rings, whenever that may be, I think we are taking a little bit of a break in between the first block and the second. We're going to be doing the Two Towers block, and then we're going to be doing the Return of the King block after that, and eventually we'll have covered the first 10 sets. There it is.
There you go. So we got Lord of the Rings today. Welcome. You're here. Earthborn Rangers on Monday. We're going to be interviewing Andrew Navarro, head of studio of Earthborn, former head of studio of Fantasy Flight Games. Can't wait to check in on the progress of that one. It's a co-op, beautiful, kind of open world RPG style card game. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be wonderful. The amount of care and time they're putting into it is notable. So come on in and check that out. We'll talk to Andrew. I'm sure it'll be an exciting conversation. Zach won't be here, so we can talk about Zach as well.
I'll actually be learning the game that we're going to be streaming, I think, the week following. Is it on the schedule yet?
It's not you, but it's Wheel of Time.
It is the Wheel of Time CCG.
We're going to play some Wheel of Time. We're going to take a break from Lord of the Rings. First block is done. We're going to put that away, and then we're going to move over, and we're going to do the Wheel of Time CCG. So that's going to be an exciting one. Then we've got, what do we got? We got Flesh and Blood, of course. I'm going to be building Levia Brute Flesh and Blood. We're going to be exploring some Dark Horse stuff.
Oh my gosh. Have you had this coffee yet?
What's it got in there?
It tastes like a green bean that's been sitting in a cup of water for a long time. Woo, that got me. I was not prepared for that.
I kind of like that. Sometimes I like the green bean coffee.
It apparently has love roasted in there. I was just not expecting. It hit me.
It's got some flavor.
Anyways,
nice. You're a vegetable guy now.
What were you? What were you saying?
Flesh and Blood. We're coming in on Tuesday next
week.
We're going to build some Levia. Going to look at the Dark Horse building style.
Hopefully we have that announcement.
Yeah, hopefully.
That's what I need. I need to know where to set my course and get to going.
Banned and restricted. That's right. We got Wednesday. We're coming in with Ashes Reborn. If you haven't checked that out, this is the greatest time to join us on Wednesday.
It's like an introductory series.
It's going to start from scratch from chapter 1. So you can come and learn Ashes with us, and we'll talk about why we like it, what we think is notable about it, and you can make a decision if you want to buy in or not. It's still one of the greatest deals in all of tabletop, particularly for a card game. And then lastly, we're going to finish Lord of the Rings first block with a game using the decks that we're going to tweak up here with the cards that we open.
I got some work to do. I'm also very hopeful that I open, if going into this opening, I really would love to see Aragorn, Heir to the White City. I'm sure that may or may not pop on screen. Yeah, that was the Aragorn I used back in the day for a while. I think this card eventually got banned.
Oh, that's a good sign.
Because it was just that good.
It can do a lot for you.
But man, I have fond memories of that Aragorn with flaming brands and just living the dream.
But isn't that the kind of thing that would beat you War Nazgul deck at the time?
Well, if I'm the one with those cards, then Will doesn't get to use them. You see, so it was really a beautiful pairing. I primarily played this game with my friend Will back in the day. But I just love that was one of the early Aragorns that was just like cool to have, and as a kid I loved Aragorn. I recently actually I listened to the audiobooks for Lord of the Rings for the first time. They're exceptionally well done.
And they're read in 1,000 voices, right?
He has different voices, and he does a really good job. But this time through, the Hobbits were like so much more appealing to me.
Yeah.
It was really amazing.
Yeah.
How, as I've gotten older, just the difference in which characters appeal to me.
So you're saying as you get older, you like the Hobbits more?
Yeah, for sure.
I think that says a lot.
I thought the Hobbits were cool enough as characters. Those look cool. Those packs look cool back in the day. But, Aragorn and Gandalf were particularly awesome when I was a kid. And now it's like, yeah, they're cool and all, and I get it.
Yeah. That means you're ready to be a father.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
When you start empathizing with the Hobbits,
you're ready to be a dad.
They're just like hardy. They enjoy life, and they're always focused on the right things. They're very loyal.
Okay. Or maybe it just means you're an Epicurean, ultimately.
What's that mean?
Epicurus, the old philosopher who was very much into how, the question at the time, really, because life is pretty good, was like how to enjoy life. Like, what's the point? How to...
The Hobbits have that straight.
Yeah. So it was all about good food, good drink, laying in a hammock all day, those kinds of things. Anyway, later it would be replaced by a lot of theories about working hard, etc.
Merry and Pippin particularly are Epicureans, it seems.
Yeah, definitely. All the Hobbits are. They're just soaking it up.
Yeah.
No cares in the world. Check this out. Let's take a look at this thing. It's a blast from the past for some of you, I'm sure. Win a trip to WETA Workshop. Meet the makers of the movie and tour the facility behind the production. DGMA World Cup, October 16th to 18th, 2002. Your DGMA tournament rankings could send you all the way to Germany to play on your national team in Decipher's World Cup for the Lord of the Rings TCG. The World Cup championship team will win a trip to New Zealand, where they will explore the land where the Lord of the Rings film trilogy was made and enjoy an insider's view of the Academy Award-winning WETA Workshop. The World Cup is an international team championship for Lord of the Rings, trading card game where the best players from each country compete against the best players from other countries around the world.
The real deal.
You can find out more at thegameplayersnetwork.com, toplicense.com, esdeviumgames.com, universalcards.com, and hexagonal.net/D20 from the sponsors there. Andrew Kuhnman in the chat. Check out how weird this is.
Teams from the World Cup.
Andrew Kuhnman in the chat. My company just acquired WETA or WETA.
Really?
That's amazing. Well,
what is your company?
Yeah.
Is it your company or do you work at that company?
Well, I imagine work there. Could be the owner of a massive company.
That'd be crazy.
With this. The founder also had a great question earlier. Did you sell your kidneys to get all these boxes?
Well, you only need one.
Yeah.
Kidney.
Yeah, but I've got one that I could sell for a box. You could sell one for a box. It's 2 boxes.
No, you see, this is just good timing. Pre-pandemic, I had started collecting boxes from old games that I loved, both to expand my collection of those games.
Great timing.
But then also, I was planning on doing this kind of experience with a group of people in our local store just personally because I want to do it. I did it with the Star Wars CCG as well. And I kind of started picking random stuff up. And then the pandemic hit, kept picking stuff up, and then things went crazy.
Yeah.
So
you were just ahead of the curve, weren't you?
Someone was asking me on Facebook where I got this box. And I was like, I don't even remember. So I looked. It was on eBay for $80.
He picked it up for $80.
Which apparently there were several hundred now.
Not anymore.
We opened it, so it's not worth anything anymore.
It's worth the joy of all of you.
Yeah. We just started with CCG. People kept commenting. Those boxes are actually way more expensive. They're older. It makes sense. But
what's the value of a memory?
Well, that's right. Priceless. But the reality of getting to do this on camera and the comments we get from this thing and the discussions that happen and stuff, it's worth every penny.
Mimnarch asking any ETA on Sinister Motives over there in America. Yeah. We're looking at what? It's not...
It's a week from tomorrow.
It's next week. Next Friday, I think, is what we're expecting on the release date there. And we're looking to dive into it, starting our Sinister Motives campaign over the next 4 to 5 week period. Right after the interview with Andrew Navarro, that next Monday, I think we'll be able to jump in and start on Sinister Motives. So that'll be fun. We'll get to go ahead and get some Marvel Champions back on the channel, and we'll get to fully realize the new model where we finished all of Arkham. Now we'll do a full Marvel Champions.
And what happens on Mondays after that? Stay tuned.
Got some good ideas from our content strategist, Bryce 3.0. He's bringing it. He's bringing it now.
3.0. He's bringing
this,
heat.
right?
Oh, yeah. No, I can
Yeah.
feel it. Can he hear us right now?
Oh,
I can't talk too kindly of him
If
publicly.
we're praising him, make sure he can never hear it.
Dude, these packs are pretty striking. I like the blue. What's funny though is that I didn't realize on these packs, like, it seems very photoshopped. This like orc that's here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but you got the elf guys with the long swords. But then like this guy, I don't think that's one scene. I think that's just like
A little Photoshop there.
and you see the fellowship down here traveling?
Yeah, I don't think that was in the movie like that.
No, it really wasn't.
But that's the magic of, editing. Also, did you catch up with Andrew on this? My company was first acquired by Unity. He works at Parsec. Then Unity acquired WETA Weta.
Nice. That's
Not too
awesome.
long. That's crazy. Okay. Close to 400 on this box now, according to Ryan. We'll see ya. Let's crack it open then.
All right, first pack. I'm gonna take this real slow. If you see Aragorn, just start screaming.
Actually, I'm gonna open from this side. If you see Aragorn, start screaming. Okay, let's get into it.
Sail Beth. Don't even remember that person.
There's like a proper way that people do these, right?
Unboxings?
Yeah, you gotta show the pack and then.
Man, dude, these allies that have a home site, like Dinadal, it's so hard. Are allies hard to use? Am I wrong?
I mean, none of mine seem to be worth anything, to be honest with you. I'm gonna focus this up a little bit here.
Betrayal of Isengard is my rare. Place to your support area each time an opponent draws a card. During the shadow phase, you may remove a Twilight. Interesting. Okay,
that's
so like,
really good against me.
yeah, if you're that one card you were doing to like draw and discard.
I'm drawing a lot. Yeah.
Yeah,
Discard
but
3 from hand, draw.
It's a Gandalf card, so
Oh yeah, because we don't have the starters, and there's a couple of people in the comments like,
yeah, you should get that.
Get the starters.
But starting with the next set,
not gonna do it.
Gandalf and Aragorn are really common.
And we didn't pull a Gandalf. There's no Gandalf to pull, or
There was in the
one?
first set. We just didn't pull him.
Oh, okay.
Old Noakes, Purveyor of Wisdoms. He looks like he's having a good time.
Each time a shadow card makes you discard a card from enemy, also discard a minion or that's fantastic. I mean, that's the kind of ally you want. It's just a passive ability that doesn't.
Yeah, but like, look how he's just look at that screenshot. I mean, he
he's
knows
just getting a drink.
He knows how to have a good time.
He's getting a drink.
A lot of red cards. Ooh, Isengard Shaman. Given Isengard Orc is about to take a wound, remove 2 to prevent that wound. That could be annoying. He only costs 1. That's his biggest upside.
Ooh, this could be relevant for you, man. It's a dwarf card, the Book of Mazarbul.
That seems, yes.
Bearer must be a dwarf.
Okay.
Check this out. At the start of each fellowship phase, when the fellowship is at site 4 or higher, you may draw a card for each dwarf companion.
That's powerful.
Every dwarves. From the top of his
That seems
back.
powerful.
Okay, so get off the road. This is an example. It seems like what your side of the game is doing is mill. And that's a good way to run the rush player, like the Moria player, out of the game. This is spot a... What is this orc symbol?
That's a Sauron.
Sauron or it's Sauron, right? Yeah, the big eye. Spot a Sauron minion and a Nazgul to make the Free People's player discard a card from the top of their deck for each burden you can spot.
Yeah, and like check this out. Gleaming in the Snow. During the regroup phase, you can exert a Sauron Orc and spot a man companion to add a burden.
Yeah, so this is the burden mill stuff going on like that.
Yeah.
Ooh, good little Hobbit card here. Seek and Hide. Skirmish. Spot 2 Hobbit companions or Shire companions to make a minion lose all damage bonuses. That could be good
That's
for me.
super handy. Check this out. Song of Durin. It's a dwarven condition. It's a tale. You play it. To play it, you have to exert a dwarf. Put it in your support area. The Twilight cost of each Moria weapon is +2.
There's a lot of play going on here. Got an Isengard axe, pretty standard.
Ah, dude, this is gross. Isengard Warrior, Uruk-hai character. While you can spot another Isengard Orc, no player may use archery special abilities. That's fine. During the regroup phase, exert this minion. Spot 3 wounds on the ring bearer to exert every companion. So if you can get wounds on the ring bearer,
Ooh, that's super good.
he can be spicy. Check this out. Shards of Narsil.
What's that? What's the Shards of Narsil?
That's the sword that was broken. That's the weapon.
Can't be terribly
Need
useful.
need Aragorn, you know. Place your support area. Stack a man. What's this realm called? Gondor? Probably Gondor. Gondor card from hand here. During the Fellowship phase, you can add a Twilight, take a card stacked here into hand. So you can basically store Gondor cards on this, and then during the Fellowship, you can add a Twilight to put them in hand.
That's extremely relevant because there's a lot of those like Boromir power play moments. Is that what that's for? Where you have like make him a defender and then give him all this stuff, and it's hard to get it to line up.
So you essentially, because you can store cards here, it lets you filter through, but you also still have access to these later on.
Yeah.
So that's really nice to just even things up. A new Location 9 foil, Waste of Eamon Mule. Spot 4 companions, exert an Isengard Orc to make the Free People's player wound a companion. So 4 companions, exert an Orc, they have to damage something.
Tell me if you find any marshes.
Okay.
Like my tentacles.
Asking for a friend.
We got Bill the Pony here. Bearer must be a hobbit. Shadow number of each side is -1. Discard Bill at an underground site.
I love Bill the Pony.
Ugh. Isengard Retainer looks disgusting. Look at that guy.
It is. What's he do?
Exert to make the Free People's wound a companion and on the regroup phase.
Seems pretty good.
House of Elrond. It's a good elf one if you want to be an elf guy. Oh, the Palantir of Orthanc.
I think that also got banned. Tell me what it does.
To play, spot a Isengard minion. Like the white hand is Isengard, right? Plays to your support area. So you gotta have the minion out and you play it to your support. During the Shadow phase, spot an Isengard minion and remove 1 Twilight to reveal a card at random from the Free People player's hand. Place that card on top of that player's draw deck.
Okay. Trying to think about why that would be so good.
Well, I guess you can do it an infinite amount of times, right? You just put their entire hand on top of their deck by spending Twilight.
Is that real?
I guess so. I don't know. That's what it looks like to me.
Interesting.
Maybe
Maybe.
a Twilight, and you trade a Twilight for one of theirs going.
Yeah, because a lot of times they'll say they only have 5 cards left anyway, and you're like, I'll pay 3, put 3 back on top of your deck randomly.
Yeah.
That could be really brutal.
That's incredible, yeah. Orthonac, apparently. Yeah, but got banned too, says the founder, yeah.
Melilot Brandybuck, a merry dancer. If a burden is about to be added by a shadow card, exert Meliot to prevent that burden.
Well, that seems relevant. Okay. Answering the cries. I dig that. Play it to your area, and then you can discard a Gondor Tail from hand to make a Gondor Companion +2 strength. That's good. So we do Gondor Tails.
Check this out. We must go warily. It's a Gondor card, so you know Boromir could use it. If the Fellowship moves in the regroup phase, exert a Gondor Companion to make each minion's Twilight cost +2 until the next regroup
Oh my
phase.
gosh, that's great.
That's a phenomenal double move.
That's the old secret move.
Michael saying the Palantir wasn't necessarily too good. It just really disincentivized playing skirmish maneuver events, which was not great for the game.
Yeah, 100%, right? And then it's just like, well, that's annoying.
The File of Galadriel. To play Exert an Elf, bearer must be the ring bearer. Bearer's resistance is +2. So they have 2 more Twilight. Ooh, I didn't know there were Nazgul in here. Ulere Astea. Ring Wraith and Twilight. Exert. Each time it wins a skirmish, you may exert him to transfer a blade tip from your support area to a ring bearer.
If I understand, that card got errated. That's funny.
Dude, scope this out. If you're playing the Gondor cards.
Oh, you're already sorting.
The Citadel of Minas Tirith. Place your support area. You may heal a Gondor companion at the end of each turn during which no companion or ally lost a skirmish. Don't lose, heal.
Don't lose, get some heals.
I feel like not losing is a ambitious plan. They will never stop hunting you. Just gotta look at all the Nazgul cards. Spot a Nazgul to reveal a card at random from the Free People's player's hand. Exert a companion bearing a ranged weapon X times, where X is the Twilight cost of the revealed card. That could be brutal at the right time.
I feel like that's kind of the Decipher way.
Like targetedly
That could be
powerful.
brutal at the right time is kind of the MO of their design strategy. Is anyone from Decipher still around? Doing anything
I'm sure they still exist.
into space?
News of Mordor. It's a Nazgul card. Check this out. Spot an Isengard minion to make a Nazgul +1 damage.
What?
That's really cool. I like the blended splash. I like this. A Royal Welcome. It's a dwarf condition. Plays your support area. Exert a dwarf ally to heal a dwarf companion.
That actually makes allies useful, doesn't it?
Yeah.
They're just little sponges. If they can be.
Ooh, nice. A foil Ulere Atsea. Saya. I don't know. Look at this. It looks cool.
Ooh, that looks good.
Yeah.
Just a little face in the shroud there. The Isengard Smith, super cool. I like these Isengard elves too, man. Or elves, dwarves,
the
or
little
dwarves,
minions.
Orcs. I like these Isengard orcs.
Ooh, I like that guy.
Discard a weapon. Oh my gosh, come on, check this out.
Right,
Look at this Isengard Smith. This is bogus. During the regroup phase, exert the Isengard Smith to discard a weapon, or all free people's possessions if you can spot 5 companions.
That's really good.
I guess the fellowships were getting too good, too strong. I mean, Voltrons.
You've got to give the bad guys tools to break down, because once you get the engine in place, it can become like nothing you can send at them is enough.
Dinendal is awesome. This elf, seen that? Regroup, exert, remove 2 Twilight, and an Archer. Just like, you want a double move?
Let's go. Banner of the White Tree. It's a tail. Exert a Gondor companion to make that companion +3 strength and defender +1 until the end of the round, and it stays in play.
Yeah, that's what we need.
Yeah, that's really good.
That's what we need. Some ally hate here too. This is the rare. Our list of allies grows thin. Exert a Sauron minion. Put it in your support area. Each time the fellowship moves, add 1 Twilight for each ally you can spot. So like my little Hobbit Hospital thing, +4 every time I move? No way.
Yeah,
I can't do that
not
anymore.
feasible.
It can't be done.
One Love asking, can you play this game by buying a single booster box and open it, or do you need other cards? So we did, and we had a great time. So definitely recommend it. All right, now we're talking. Arwen, Elven Rider.
Oof.
Ranger, if the ring bearer is about to take a wound, discard 3 cards from your hand to prevent that wound.
That's good.
So good.
That's good.
So good. Still Sharp. Spot the Shards of Narsil to make a Gondor companion strength +3 and damage +1. Wow. Dude, can you imagine? All right, look at this.
Gondor's going big this time.
You play the Shards of Narsil.
I thought this was Realms of the Elf-Lords, not Realms of the Man-Lords.
Well, this is where Aragorn starts to come alive.
Oh, it's Aragorn, that's right. I always think Boromir is that.
Yeah. You place the Shards of Narsil. You store this on it. So then at some point, this is if you can spot Shards of Narsil, you get +3 strength, damage +1. Like, this is the perfect card to put on that card.
Let's pull a lot of them.
Which is what you
I'm
want.
going to do a big old Boromir deck.
Build the
Saruman,
Boromir.
the common.
Really nice. What's he do?
Servant of the Eye. May not take. He's a minion and a wizard. 8/4/4. May not take wounds during the archery phase and may not be assigned to a skirmish. During the assignment step, exert to assign a white hand minion to a companion except the ring bearer. That companion may exert to prevent this.
Is this the same one?
Yeah, same
I just
one.
opened it.
So we can send minions at things and then they can exert.
That's really good. That's going to help me a lot. Let's go.
And you can do these things over and over, right? Or is there a natural limit one?
I mean, he can only exert so many times, right?
Oh, right. All right. So you can do
can do
that
it 3 times,
You can
yeah.
send the army out.
Dude, check this out. This pack had 2 foils in it. What are the odds of
I
that?
haven't seen a single foil.
Gondor Bowman. Look at this. It's rare.
Yes.
The tail. Place your support area. Exert a Gondor companion and discard this condition to make the fellowship archery total +2.
Yes.
That's so good.
Yes.
That's probably a good foil to have too. Isengard Axe. Oh yeah, dude. Look at this thing. Bear must be an Isengard Orc. When you play this weapon, add a Twilight.
Orc Ravager, when you play this minion, you may spot Saruman to add 2 Twilight. I see.
We need more. We need 4 Sarumans.
Got another Ulari Atsea, which I think you've already seen.
That may be the only.
While we can't play it, we do have Narya.
Gandalf's Ring.
It must be Gandalf at the start of each of your turns. You may add 3 Twilight to remove a burden. The way we're playing, that doesn't matter. But I'm sure in the real game it did.
Orc Commander. Each other Isengard Orc is strength +1.
Well, that's classic.
Regroup. Exert Orc Commander to make the Free People's player wound a companion.
I'm excited to be finishing off the block like this.
Block 1. Yeah. It's nice to have a wider range of cards, but it's also nice that we're resetting.
Yeah. It's getting to right about to my max.
Yeah.
My limit.
I can only consider so much. Oh, wow. The trees are strong. 1 cost Isengard card.
Oh, wow. The trees are strong.
Regroup. Discard X Isengard Orcs to make the Free People's player wound X companions.
Say that again.
Discard a number of Isengard Orcs.
Okay.
Then the Free People's player has to wound that many companions.
I love that. I love that. The Shire Countryside, a rare condition. To play, spot 2 Hobbit companions. Put it in your support area. Each time you remove a burden, you may heal a companion. And Gimli's Pipe.
Uh-oh, let's go.
Exert Gimli to add 1 to the number of pipes you can spot.
So you can spot 2 pipes.
2 pipes.
Is there a pipe deck?
There is absolutely a pipe deck. Are you crazy?
I love the idea of a pipe deck. Check this out. Depth of Moria. 1 cost Orc card to play spot an Orc. Place your support area. Each time the Fellowship moves during the regroup phase, add 2 Twilight.
Yeah, you gotta love that.
Not double moving on me.
They love it. We get all these rivers, but no marshes. This is bogus, man.
Well, perhaps there are more marshes as we get to the Return of the King. I'll tell you that much. The dead marshes. You ever heard of those?
Yeah, I've heard of them. People were talking about them.
Baron and Luthien. Condition tail. Place your support area. Exert an elf ally to discard the bottom card of your deck. If that is an elf card, make a minion skirmishing elf strength -1. That seems overly complex.
Apparently, Pipe Deck almost won the first Worlds.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Just leave it to the players.
What a story it could have been.
Exert a dwarf ally, heal a dwarf companion. We've got dwarf deck coming up too. Oh, the creepiest scene in the whole movie. You remember that?
Oh yeah, where Galadriel is like crazy. What's the name of that card?
I don't like it at all. Terrible as the Dawn. Even now I don't like it.
Still don't like it.
So spot a Sauron minion to wound Galadriel 3 times. The Free People's player may discard 2 elves to prevent this. So it just kills Galadriel. Do we have Galadriel out?
Yeah.
I mean, don't.
I would.
Must be strong.
I imagine she's in this set. Is there Galadriel in this set? You gotta love Galadriel.
That hard of a counter must.
Talk about a perfect casting.
I can definitely see where the bread is getting buttered here. We got a ton of White Hand and a ton of elves. Yeah, and a decent amount of Gandalf too.
Tony Schneider says, I couldn't agree more. That scene haunts me to this day.
Oh man, that's crazy. Look at this. Michael Dalton. As in, Michael Dalton said the Pipe Deck almost won the first Worlds. Foundry says, Michael Dalton is in the world champion, Michael Dalton.
And now Michael Dalton plays Fab.
Couldn't agree more, yeah. Now I play Fab. That's amazing, Michael. Hey, cool. What a great merging of the worlds for you this must be. Ooh. Did somebody say Rare Arwen?
Oh, hit me with it.
Did you already get that?
Nuh-uh.
Well, you can spot 3 elf allies whose home is site 3. Each minion skirmishing Arwen is strength -3.
Wow.
So she can step in there. 3 health, 6 attack.
So I like that they're encouraging you to play the allies.
You need 3 elf allies, and then this is going to be great. Okay, so as an example,
there's a ton of elf allies in this set.
Store.
Yeah, I've already seen several in my stack. There you go.
We need site home 3.
Airstore, Sailbeth,
Galdor.
Dinadale is 6.
Well, somebody's got to do this.
I believe one of us must.
I'm happy to do it if needed.
It might be a good pivot for you away from the Hobbits.
Yeah, I'm going to get away from the Hobbits. I'm done with the Hobbits.
The ring draws them. Place your support area. Each time the Fellowship moves, add a Twilight for each burden you can spot. At the end of each of your shadow phases, exert a Nazgul or discard this condition. Interesting. I'm really into the idea of the burden strategy. I just don't know how to do it.
I bet we can make it work. It'd be a quick game or a long game. I think you probably win like turn 7, like site 7 or so with Burden.
Check this out. Aragon Hills. When the Fellowship moves here, add a Burden.
Oh, well,
Straight
speak
up.
of the devil.
Villia. Bearer must be Elrond. Exert Elrond twice and spot a shadow condition to return that condition to its owner's hand.
That's really strong.
We just need Elrond.
Arwen, and Arwen's a ranger too. That's important.
It is important. I had I know this is going to just totally shock you. I had an Aragorn Arwen deck. They're both rangers. So it can, all your rangers. I see a card that I remember having a lot of copies of just now. The Nazgul coming out of Minas Morgul.
Gates of the Dead City.
Yeah.
It's a rare. To play it, spot a Nazgul, put it to your support area. Each time a Nazgul card adds a burden, the Free People's player must exert a companion. Yeah, of course. There's your burden deck right there.
I don't remember how it was functioning. I feel like there's an economy card.
Well, you probably just weren't playing the rules correctly either.
That might be true.
So it may have been better or worse than remembered.
Yeah. Check this out, dude. Hate and Anger. Super cool. Spot an Uruk-hai and a Goblin minion to draw 3 cards.
Okay, yeah, we're getting a little splashy.
Yeah, I like that a lot. That's good area.
Uh-oh.
Elrond, Herald to Gil-Galad, home 3.
Is that a real one? Is that a rare?
It's a rare Elrond,
Nice.
and we got his ring. At the start of each of your turns, you may spot an ally whose home is site 3 to heal that ally twice.
Dude, Elf Ally deck, let's go. It's
Exert
happening.
Elrond twice to heal a companion.
Yeah, come on.
That is crazy.
Come on.
That is crazy. Abandoning Reason for Madness. This is really nice. Spot an Isengard minion to discard 3 cards and draw an equal number of cards.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, just filter in.
Yeah, I just gotta filter in this one.
I love that. Well, I'm happy we got Elrond. That's the Luthien card.
Baron and Luthien, you seen this one? That's a wild one. Look at this rare Orc Trooper. Just a big orc. Each card in your hand, minions +1 strength. It's not the rare I would expect, but I mean it's incredible.
Don't you have a lot of card draw in your thing?
All of the Moria stuff tends to discard cards to play from discard pile.
Michael Dalton, from the world champ himself, saying that Elrond is legit, especially with the ring, which we did open. Did you have Galdor? Counselor from the West?
Yeah, one of the dorkiest looking stills in all of existence.
Uh-oh.
What do you got? Oh, it's the one
Aragorn.
and only Aragorn. Oh my
Heir to the
God,
White
you
City,
did it,
let's
man.
go.
We got it done.
You're switching to Elven allies. I'm going to be switching hard to Gondor.
All right,
it's
so
going to make your
Elves
head
and Gondor,
spin.
Let's go. Yes. Everything's coming together, man.
I'm so happy about that. I can't tell you. Love it. There's a small... I tweeted this today. I actually retweeted the post we did, which was
My gosh.
He's so good.
He's just there to race. He's a race car.
You can imagine, right? It's Aragorn, and he's good at racing. It's just like
You're
ideal
start
for
pushing
me.
the gas. Michael's saying this box is nuts. It is. You got $80 in value already, haven't you?
Yeah, pulling Aragorn was worth it. There it is. Because I when I pulled him, it was such a big moment. He was kind of like Charizard for me, right?
Yeah.
Because you get the starter Aragorn, who was fine.
Yeah.
But then there are a couple rare, like early, this was it. It's like the first 3 sets. I don't even know how many rare Aragorns there were. And you only get like 6 or 8 packs or something.
Of course.
So then I hit an Aragorn. I was losing my mind.
Yeah, I love it.
That would be akin to like opening a Charizard out of a box, except for it's not worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, you know? That whole thing.
Dude, the Tower of Orthanc, rare with Saruman.
Uh-huh.
You gotta do some white hand stuff. Are you doing white hand?
I'm probably still Isengard Nazgul. I'm going to tweak that up a bit, and then my fellowship is going to be just totally different now.
So to play spot a white hand minion, go to your support, and then each time the fellowship moves, you may spot an exhausted companion, which is 1 away from death, to add 3 Twilight.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have the good side of both of the bracket, I think, on this one.
Can you protect me from yourself? Maneuver, spot an Isengard minion to exhaust Aragorn.
Oh, okay.
The Free People's player may add 2 burdens to prevent this.
See, here's your big brain thing. You play Isengard, you claim Isengard and Aragorn, and then I don't have any counters to your nonsense.
That's what I did to Will, you know? So there's enough cards in each of the minion factions that I don't think we're as restricted. Just depends. Like that's a tool I wouldn't play if I'm playing as Aragorn.
Right.
But anyways, we'll dive into that in a minute.
We'll figure that out.
There's another Saruman. So we got plenty of Sarumans. Edward says, "Man, now I want to crack some packs of something." Honestly, I can't believe we pulled Aragorn. It's not every box by a lot.
And the Ring and Elrond.
And the rare Arwen. That's not normal.
Come on.
Also, from the first box, we got Arwen's sword. Not sword. She does have a sword, but it wasn't in there. We got her horse, which isn't really playable because we didn't have Arwen.
Sure.
But now there's going to be cards that are obviously playable.
Yeah, I can't wait. Ooh, I'm going to do a rebuild. You have all the previous cards?
Right.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to go.
Oh my goodness, this guy is disgusting. Dude, it's the Orthanc Berserker. Look at the art on that thing, or the image.
Oh, yeah.
He just looks
very
mean.
good. He's got a face like a giant rye loaf.
It's just like I don't even know. Maneuver, spot 5 burdens, and exert Orthanc Berserker twice to exhaust a companion, except the Ring Bearer. So if you can get to 5 burdens, you can exert him twice to take out a companion to almost death.
Okay.
But I don't know how to get enough burdens for that.
Plan to do it. Ooh, rare Saruman.
Uh-oh.
That's good for you, man. May not take wounds.
This is crazy.
Urukai are fierce, all of them.
Period.
And if an Urukai is about to take a wound, exert Saruman to prevent that wound. Are you kidding me?
He makes all your Urukai fierce, but he discards. He's still pretty good.
He discards what?
Like, when you stop, he goes away, right?
Yeah.
So, like...
But, like, a turn where all your Urukai are fierce?
Yeah.
That's a crushing.
He's an in-game moment, right?
Yeah.
Like when you have a bunch of Twilight. Man, what are we even missing from this set at this point? We'll pull the Gandalf that doesn't even exist if we're not careful.
After hits.
I guess technically there would be Galadriel, probably.
And this Saruman was banned too, apparently.
That's so funny.
We're about to get into some weird business.
Too great and terrible. Spot an Osgold to wound Gandalf twice. The Free People's player may discard 2 Gandalf events from hand to prevent this, so it's not playable, etc. We got so many. Did you already have Aerostor?
I think so. I think we've hit most of the allies, the elven allies.
Multiple copies isn't a problem. Correct me if I'm wrong, but if an ally gets discarded through wounds, does it go to a dead pile, or is it actually just going to the discard pile?
I love all the commentary about the box.
Peter, this box is Jesus. So, I'm happy we're opening it, I guess. I'm having a great time.
Mines of Khazad-dûm rare here. Plays your support area. Each time you play a Dwarven Tale, you may heal a Dwarf companion. Got some Gimli support too. I might be doing an elf dwarf thing. They used to be friends in the old days, right? Isn't that how that worked?
And I was on a bunch of the dwarf cards, so I might be off of that because of Aragorn costs 4. That's what you start with. Bill the Pony. You gotta love him. Dude, I got another copy of Gondor Bowman, and I think that's one of the best cards in the set.
I love that. Is it rare?
Yeah, I got a foil one earlier.
Very nice.
Yeah, so that's unreal. This box is just disgusting. That's where we're at. We have arrived at that conclusion. I'm excited to explore an entire card pool. The Gondor cards just totally been ignored by me.
Do we have Galadriel?
Edward said, we don't have Galadriel. You pull Galadriel.
Well, here's rare Galadriel.
Get out of town. Wah, 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 wah. Woo! That's amazing. What's she do?
At the start of each of your turns, you may heal an elf. Every turn, you heal an elf.
What?
And then Fellowship phase, exert to play the Fellowship's next site if it is a forest, replacing the opponents if necessary.
That's so good.
Oh my
She's
gosh.
so good. Did you get a ring earlier?
I think we do have
just
the ring.
For fun time?
Just to wear it. Yeah, just to have a good time with it.
This is insane. This is maybe the best box of anything ever. I didn't.
This is the best box of anything.
That's what I'm saying.
Shoe boxes.
Literally best ever. Yeah. Original, Air Jordan 1s. Doesn't matter. This is the best box of anything. Peter saying, "Oh, come on." Mr. Woodfall in all caps. Wow. So I was saying, I tweeted earlier, but it's like if 12-year-old me knew that I would eventually even just get to open a box of all these sets, I would have lost my mind.
Yeah.
So this is remarkable.
It's everything you could ever have wanted.
Mr. Woodfall, game's going to be next level next week. Yeah, I think we're coming in hot.
Oh, sweet, dude. And the Horn of Boromir.
Oh, yeah,
Must be
man.
Boromir. Exert Boromir. Spot an ally until the regroup phase. That ally is strength +3 and participates in archery, fire, and skirmishes. What?
Huh?
What? Spot an... Oh, an ally. Allies now participate.
Oh, yeah. He's blowing the horn. Yeah, I may end up sniping your Boromir.
Yeah, you must. You must.
It's Mullet Man says, and the horn, LMAO. Peter, even the horn? Michael, and the horn?
No card left behind.
So good.
Another card that was banned.
Dude, I love all these like particular target cards. So like such a little thing. Maneuver, spot a Moria minion to wound Boromir 3 times. The Free People's Flare may discard 2 Free People's possessions to prevent this. Mm-hmm. But like you could just nuke a Boromir out of nowhere.
I love it, and I might need to. Build a pony, of course. Voice of Raros. Good Aragorn card there. Exert Aragorn to make each companion with the Aragorn signet damage +1 until regroup. Love it. Hollowing of Isengard. Nice rare here for the white hand. To play, spot a white hand orc. Shadow phase, discard this condition to add 3 Twilight. Ooh.
That's pretty good.
So you pay 4, but then later on, you can discard to add 3.
That's actually really nice.
I think that's a smart way to do those kinds of persistent effects.
Because like it lets you have a bigger... That's how the bad guys win, right? You have to have a really, really bad turn for your opponent.
Have your big Saruman Uruk-hai turn. That's how you get it right there.
Thunder or Chicken? If you had to choose between this and the Middle Earth CCG, which would you choose and why?
So different.
Honestly, they're just totally different experiences. You know, here's what I would say. This game is like, and it's gonna... The art helps this feel this way, but playing this game is like watching the movies. Playing the Middle Earth CCG is like reading the books.
That's a really good... That's great. Put it on the box.
So it just depends on which of those experiences you're after.
So you're doing the white hand and Nazgul?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to give you the honor here.
A fell voice on the air. Play through support area, exert Saruman to play an Isengard weather condition from your discard pile at -2 Twilight cost.
Your cost in here. Now go and buy a lottery ticket right now.
Like, how
Michael, that is hilarious.
What did he say?
Said this box is better than being on a team with Brendan Patrick. Oh, it's so funny.
How rare? Context. How rare is something like this, Aragorn? Does anyone know how many boxes it would show up in?
What's up, Zagzy? You're amazing. Totes unrelated, but got my Mythos boards today. The Edge of the Earth Mythos board. More gorgeous than I thought they would be. Just want to say thanks, dudes. Thank you.
That's amazing.
So much for that.
Thank you for the kind words too.
Jason, we are putting together Isengard works. Zach's on the mission there.
Dude, check this out. Did you get a frying pan?
Oh yeah, I got multiple.
Dude, these frying pans are hilarious. I love it. Okay, so you're obviously interested in elves, eh?
Yes.
So I'm just gonna hand these to you.
Calling all
now,
elves.
There is an Arwen in here. I'll probably look through here in a minute, but there's an Arwen that I'm just gonna put. It's not the rare one.
The one for Aragorn usage.
Yeah, I assume you're looking at that Arwen with all these allies and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna put her here. But you're not on Hobbits anymore?
Hobbits are kind of ever present.
Gandalf is always not playable. You have Gandalf cards?
Frying Pan also got banned, by the way.
Really?
So I guess you just can't play any of the cards in competitive play.
Well, at this point, it may be easier to tell us which cards weren't banned. Got them. And then do you have the red, these guys?
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like any of us are doing that this cycle. There is a...
Here's your man cards.
Man. And so there is obviously some amount of bleed over because it's like... I'm
going to do primary elf, you do primary man, and then we'll see if we have synergies we need to mess with.
Yeah.
Because like Elf Hobbit seems great.
Here's orcs. There are those things that you might end up needing.
There's like maybe one card in here I would consider. If you're playing Boromir, I'm going to play such a little thing. I will be looking. I will have my eyes open.
All right, hold on.
The old elf cards, is that all this?
That's what I'm sorting out right now.
There wasn't a lot of... Yeah, that's nice. There's only so many elf cards. Right?
So I'm just getting you... Here's the old Moria cards in case you end up going back there.
Yeah.
These are the cards we're definitely not using. That's just Gandalf.
That's just Gandalf. Yeah. This is just Gandalf. And then there's dwarf stuff over here as well.
Yep.
And man stuff. You want to...
Yep. You want to hand me the man stuff?
I'll get you some man stuff.
I just can't not think of the Dwight quote from The Office about Michael's men meat. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to make a dwarf stack here.
Okay.
There's not much in the dwarf stack.
Yeah, so I also have my deck, which I want to clear out for you.
Here's man. I'm going to get all the man stuff out of my deck as well.
Yeah, I'm going to divide by... my deck is fundamentally, at least on the good guy side, changing heavily.
Yeah, it's kind of a reboot for me.
Yeah.
It's going to be a reboot for me, dog.
My...
Okay. Dwarves.
Got my trusty Balrog.
Elves.
I feel like next week is going to be...
Hot sauce bar.
Hot sauce bar.
Okay, and then I've got Moria.
Jason's saying dwarves really came into their own later in the game, which I do seem to remember. I remember the dwarves were like... So when we first started, I think
shouldn't they be good in like the Moria stuff? What do you imagine? I guess it's just dead dwarves there.
Yeah, it's just Gimli. I remember early on there were only a couple sets out, and I was obviously very limited on the budget. So Will and I decided to split what factions we would get. I got Gondor, he got dwarves and elves, and then we split Hobbit stuff, I think.
Nice, yeah.
And then we also split Gandalf stuff.
Split Hobbits.
But then I got Nazgul, he got Uruk-hai actually. That was the thing he was on about. And then he wanted the oh my gosh, Moria stuff, and so I got the Sauron stuff. I almost always just played Nazgul strictly.
Well, you know, dragons,
right? And you know, just oh my god, what's the word for
effectively just like undead dragon warriors.
Yeah, I mean, come on, print it. And I just like, especially back then, I was like, just the sheer terror and awesomeness of like the Witch King was like,
yeah,
super.
What is it they're riding? Are they riding on dragons in the end? Like the
fell beasts. But they're kind of like, I mean, they're basically dragon-esque. So here was all the. I'm just gonna put them on the top here. I'll leave them sleeved just so we know what was in.
Yeah, let me get the man stuff here.
And then there, I'll leave the Hobbit stuff to the side for now. I also had this rare Gimli that was pretty cool, and I had a Legolas you might have an interest in. He's very good against Nazgul, just as it happens. Okay, let's look. Aragorn, heir to the White City. Each time the Fellowship moves during the Fellowship phase, remove 2 Twilight. So the movement that happens, I think, if you move twice, doesn't apply to this. Because you... so you do your Fellowship actions, and at the end of the Fellowship phase, you move. Mm-hmm. So this is only the first move a turn that ability applies to.
Okay, so it just makes your journey easier.
Yeah. Now that, of course, does make moving the second time easy.
Yeah. 2 both direct. I mean, it's just 2 Twilight in the end. Yeah,
we're not incorporating bands. That's It's a step too far.
Okay, there's a Gimli. Oh, we've got different Gimlis.
Yeah, that was the rare one from the first set. He's really good. Especially if you have healing. So, where? There. You have the Gondor cards. And there were no Gondor cards here?
I'm pulling them. There's tons. Did you take the stack already? The man stack?
I have this.
Dwarf stack. Elf stack. Man stack?
Is that...
I've got more man stuff coming out of my stuff.
Yeah, I agree, Michael. I think the band stuff only really matters if you're actually constructing your deck from like a full collection.
Make it, like really degenerate, yeah. Okay.
Wow, that's really cool. Aragorn's Trails. Exert a ranger to make each roaming minion strength -3 until the regroup phase.
Oh, that's super solid.
But early it's good, late it's bad.
Late is real bad.
Ooh, check this out. Aragorn's Pipe. From the first set, Bear must be a Gondor companion. Discard a Pipeweed possession and spot X pipes to heal X companions.
I can see how that would be a good deck.
You have to have X pipes though.
We've got pipes and pipe weeds in the Hobbit stack. Just don't sleep on that. What? How much can I have in a starting fellowship? 4?
4 cost.
Okay. Let's see what our... So like Legolas Arwen is probably a pretty classic fellowship if I were just guessing. Or Haldir.
Yep.
And you can play companions in main deck, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, we've got allies. Ooh, Galadriel's an ally. My gosh. Come on. Caliglin?
Dude, these cards are busted.
Some of them quite literally.
Just like all these ranger cards are wild.
Okay, I think we might have... Ooh, yeah, no. Dude, we've got so many elves. Look at these elves. How cool would this, like, this be? If you're rolling around, like...
all your elf allies just hanging out.
Elves. Even old derpy Galdor can come along.
Herman's saying that you should get Boromir and I should get Aragorn. That's possible. I don't even know if I'll end up playing him.
Galadriel. Yeah, I've got him. Alrighty. I'm going to pull out all these characters and just kind of see what they're up to. There's Elrond. What's up, Elrond?
He's so good. His ring is apparently relevant with him as well.
Vilya. Exert twice, spot a shadow condition, return it to its owner's hand. Of course. Exert twice to heal. You may spot an ally whose home is site 3 to heal that ally twice. So we can heal himself twice?
Yeah.
Oh, we can just do that forever?
Forever and ever.
That seems pretty good. I know how games work.
This feels good.
Forever is forever. Here's another Arwen. This is the one I don't care about, though. You want this one? It's a ranger.
I already have one here.
Okay, yeah.
But we'll keep stacking them.
Sure.
Because if it's not my starting, I might want, multiples.
Oh, and that elven cloak. Oof. Don't sleep on that elven cloak. Just a 1-cost Lorien elf. Okay.
Why not? Oh, that's so good. We like the stock.
I don't know, like, why wasn't I playing with the blue cards to begin with?
I mean, it was the inevitable conclusion. Surely. Surely, right? Surely.
Surely. Oh my gosh, look at all these elves.
He loves it. He's so excited.
Yeah, look at this. Look at all these elves. I've been playing with, like, farmers and, like, just these hobbits.
I'm glad that you got that experience, though.
Like, I'm trading out Master Proudfoot for, like, Elrond.
It do seem
Rosie
better.
Cotton for Orphan. Filbert Bulger for Caliglin.
The game has changed.
The game has changed.
The game hath changed. ARV? What's ARV?
Okay. We've got some archers, as you might expect. Okay, Site 3 game text and Site 6 game text becomes very relevant to me. Sites. Are these all of our sites?
Yep. And here's some new ones.
I need 6s and 3s, so we want the sanctuaries, right? Okay, so my 3 and 6 are going to change. Yeah. So these are this is the Hobbit stack I'm currently working with. So the new ones we got House of Elrond. I can remove burdens basically forever. And that doesn't work, so I don't care about that one. Karis Gladhorn or whatever. Mr. Valley is already trying to companion.
A Ranger's Versatility? Is that a card that I have?
Not relevant.
I don't see that anywhere. Is that in here? Oh, there it is. Spot a Ranger at a river or a forest to exhaust up to 2 minions. I mean, but exhaust just gets them 1 health, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't... Is that particularly good?
Strength +3. Okay, let's see if that would ever matter. Allies can fight. They can fight at their home site. Yeah? They can fight at their home site. That's right.
Yeah,
right?
They participate at their home site.
Okay. So the elves are baller on like 6.
That's usually... So, like, location 3 a lot of times is... What's Elrond's home? Lothlorien? No, that's Galadriel's, right?
Oh, you're asking the wrong guy. I have
What's
House of Elrond as a 3.
What's the name of that?
You're losing so much street cred right now.
Oh my gosh.
Just ticking away.
Just bleeding out.
This is gone.
Dude, the number of names in the book for Lord of the Rings, it's a miracle to keep up.
Play a man to draw a card.
Rivendell, there it is. I was like, it's not Lothlorien. I could not get Lothlorien out of my head.
Dude, did you see Rivendell Waterfall? Spot a Ranger move 3 times total, essentially.
I'm gonna need to see that card.
Yeah, you can take that one in your...
Let's put that over here. We got Rangers for Dangers over here. I'm a little surprised at how few Gondor cards there are in general. I mean, there's plenty. But like, the stack is small, you know? Like, your dwarf stack is like twice as big.
Yeah, not a lot of men. We're not missing men, right? There's a stack over there of man stuff.
That's the one I just looked through.
Okay.
It makes sense thematically. The only men early on are Boromir and Aragorn. And then 2 towers, you get Rohan as a faction gets introduced.
Yeah. Does make sense, yeah.
And then Gondor gets real big at the end because the movies.
Naturally. Okay, so here's the first thing I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
Selinde. Well, you can spot, while it's my Site 3, it has the game text of that Site 3. So I'm looking at things like Rivendell Valley, playing elf to draw a card. That seems obvious. House of Elrond, if I'm against a burden strategy, but that's less fun. So I think these are the things we want, Selinde and Rivendell. And then Eruviel, we can spot your Site 6, has the game text of that site. I can always have Exert an Elf to look at an opponent's hand. That's very strong. And I can always have each ally is +3 if their home is Site 6.
So there's someone that gives you that ability?
Yeah, so Eruviel carries it with her.
Okay, cool.
If it's your Site 6. And remember there's that thing that switches it to mine?
Yeah.
But allies at +3, they only play at their home site.
Yeah, but they can still use their abilities and stuff, right?
Yeah. So I need to look if there's any abilities that matter for strength. So that's my next thing. No strength reference there. No strength reference there. No strength reference there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. And nothing there. So I don't think that matters. So I'm going to go with Galadriel's Glaive. Exert enough, look at opponent's hand, see what maneuver things you might have, etc. Or what, like, tricks.
Plus it looks awesome.
It sure does. Okay, so we've got these two kicking. That's a little mini theme going on. That's right, Mullen Man saying you have the horn so they can fight anywhere. So if I go Boromir Horn, I can bring these elven allies into a skirmish, which is strong.
Just put that.
So just look at it. Just think about it. Is he a 2 to start? He's a 3.
Yeah.
That's just hard.
Yeah. If you're wanting to start with that R1.
Yeah, I do. Straight up.
Yeah. That's your vibe.
I do. Yeah, I just want to do that.
Yeah.
I think you should. You're happy to have. Happy for you to have Boromir. Okay, so let's see what the Elf Hospital is all about here. Haldir is very good late in the game, so I probably want him in deck. Legolas, strength +3, archery, classic, good. Legolas and Arwen, come on, let's do that.
The dream team.
Let's do that. Okay. I was about to take a wound from exert to prevent that wound. Easy. Are you playing Sauron stuff? You're not playing Sauron stuff, right?
Nope.
Okay, Galadriel. You start of each of your turns, you may heal an elf. Exert with Fellowship next site if it is a forest. Yep. So she's great. Regroup phase, exert Calaglin to wound a minion. Oh my gosh. This is my I want more of you stack. We only got one common Lorien elf. That can't be right.
I refuse to believe it.
Elves, 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 elves. I love the elves.
He was always intended to be an elf.
Ooh, Barra must be Arwen, dude. We got her sword.
Yeah, there it is. Didn't we get the horse too?
Gwimagil? When you live forever, you have a long time to make up a weird language.
That's right.
What's her horse called?
Asvaloth?
No way. That's it? Really? I thought that was Gandalf's.
Nah, that's Shadowfax.
Shadowfax, right?
Yeah. Maybe we didn't get our horse? I thought we had our horse.
We might. It might be in here.
I'm just waiting to see it.
I'm just going to pull the Elven Cloak out.
I really love the, like, stacking the stuff that makes thematic sense onto the characters.
Yeah. It'll look like a horse, right?
It will, yeah. It'll look exactly like a horse.
Boom. Asperloth. Played on Arwen. Twilight cost is -2. A lot of plain sight. Bearer is strength +2. Discard at an underground site. Come on.
So just make sure you don't go underground.
Yeah. So don't go to site 4?
I think it's site 5, right?
Is it 5 is more?
The one with the, where you get the Balrog? So you either play it early and then know it's going to go away, or you... Wait.
Yeah, site 5, yeah. There's no site 5 that isn't the Bridge of Khazad-dûm. Is that still the case?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it changes in the next cycle.
Okay. Wonderful. So Lorien Elf, you're fine, but I'm not excited.
You're not hipping with it?
I'm not excited about it. We've got Elrond, of course. With Vilya. You may spot an ally's home side to heal an ally twice, exert twice, heal a companion, right? So we keep the healing here, we keep the healing here. This is unbelievable.
What's your over-under on wanting Boromir?
Don't need it.
Okay. One reason I like having him is in case something happens to Aragorn.
Yeah.
All my cards aren't just dead.
Yeah, totally. I think you should have it. Yeah. Salabeth I like. You're playing Uruk-hai, right?
Yep.
Strength -1. Make an orc strength -1, of course. Now, see, this is what the hobbits wanted to be doing.
Here's a question for the Peanut Gallery. If I were looking for cards to heal cards that weren't Steven's elf cards, where would those be? And elf would be fine too, as long as...
I can't believe how good all these allies are.
He likes the stock. They're like upgraded Hobbit allies, right?
Well, elves are just upgraded hobbits, generally.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like he went from like people having a good time to people liking to not die.
Yeah, people having an effective life. I just don't know how this isn't awesome. Now, can you play allies in
at any point?
At any point.
Yeah,
Even if their home is 6, you can play them on 1.
Yeah, they just only participate in the fighting at their home.
But they can still use their abilities? Mm-hmm. Are you serious?
Well, you had a Hobbit home site 1 that you were using.
I know.
Oh my goodness. Master of Healing? How many copies of this do you have? That card's phenomenal.
I don't know. I haven't even looked at those cards yet.
Okay. Fellowship or Regroup. Spot Elrond or 2 elf allies to heal a companion or ally.
Yeah, of course. I'm going to be doing that.
I'm gonna look at this after you're done. I'm playing Arwen, so there might be elf cards in there that I would want, but not like I have to have kind of a thing.
I mean, like this. Exert to remove 2 Twilight in the regroup phase. So that's a move faster card, right?
Yeah. Apparently, people saying Gondor had Aethelus, which I do have, but I have 1 of. It's uncommon from the first set.
Okay, this is all regroup phase stuff. This makes more sense.
Is there healing in the Hobbits factions, perchance, per dream?
There's always healing in the Hobbits. There's always money in the Banana Steam. Galadriel. I like you. Okay, this is all good. Restore home 3. Okay.
Citadel of Minas Tirith, if you're feeling bold. Yeah, I don't think I am. Let me find it. I remember seeing it. There it is.
Oh, this dude is your worst nightmare.
Sam, proper poet.
Do we only have 1 Orphan? Orphan is killer, man. I can't believe how good that is.
Okay. What is it?
During the archery phase, exert to wound an Uruk-hai. Only got 1 though, so I hope I draw it and can play it.
That's fine. I'm sure nothing could go wrong. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
5 more cards.
That's all good.
All right. I'm gonna look through these when you're done.
You got archers?
Asking for a friend.
Yeah. Should I run this Elven Cloak or what?
Bad guy archers, very few. I'm afraid to say. I wish that I was here with a different report.
This playing elf to draw a card, that's limitless, right?
Every time you play an elf. But if you play an elf, you're giving me Twilight, and you're like replacing it. But yeah, it's really good when you're trying to stack up those allies. Don't need you.
Okay. Okay, well, let's get into it. Fellowship or regroup. Spot Elrond to heal a companion ally. Yes, good. Exert an elf. Yes, to cancel skirmishes. Oh my gosh, it's like Hobbit stealth, but crazy. Friends of Old. Reveal a card at random from an opponent's hand. Heal X elf allies where X is the twilight cost of the card reveal. That's too risky for me.
Mullet Man saying, I thought you pulled... I did pull Citadel of Minister. You can also heal with duplicates. Don't forget. I forgot about that. So that makes me run 2 Arwens. Very appealing. We like the stock. All right, let's see here.
Yeah, Baron and Luthen. Let's go. We like that. 4 of any card?
Yep, that is the number.
Cast it into the fire. Let's go.
Ooh, I love you. Isengard Worker, 3 health, regroup, only 5 strength. But you can exert him during the regroup phase at the end to make you wound a companion.
Yeah.
You have to deal with it, right?
You must. There was a rule of 4 where you could only draw 4 cards during the fellowship phase, apparently.
Really?
Yeah. I'm sure we played with that back in the day.
No. Odds, 0.
Are you doing all this resistance burden stuff? Should I run this little potion, this file of Galadriel? Because to me it's worthless. I'm not going to do it until you prove that I have to. Don't take damage, you won't take burdens.
That's right. I don't know. I'll tell you in a minute if I'm actually going that direction.
Oh, dude, tech for you right there. Let's go. It gets pretty easy once you kind of get your ideas here.
Yeah. Agreed.
Dude, elves have the answers to everything that you're doing.
Well, good for you. I'll just be over here crying.
It's like White Hand Nazgul.
I mean, so like in the movies or in Fellowship, right? The Uruk-hai are hunting them down in the forest. So like it would make some amount of sense that the elves would be good against the Uruk-hai because they're loud and smelly and noisy.
Yeah, it does make sense, doesn't it? Just reveal an opponent's hand. Oh, come on. I'm just going to stack up all my anti-U cards, and then we're going to see if we want to make them all.
There's like a lot of good Isengard cards in this set. Like way more than there were in the last sets.
This is really good. Oh my gosh, man. This is all just so good.
Yeah, I like these cards.
Dude, it's discarding cards from your hand. This is going to be miserable for you.
Let's go. People out there that played, was power creep real in this game?
It is a game.
It feels like these cards are getting better, but I can't tell if it's just because I'm getting slowly less bad. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do. I like to discard a condition. Discard this condition.
Foundry says, yes. Where are all the Uruk-hai cards? Oh, here they are. Let's revisit these.
Reveal an off card from your hand and place it when you through draw deck. Oh, I get it. I'm not doing that though. So I'm gonna say 3. Yes, we like these cards. Bring the allies in. Dude, I haven't even gotten to the cards you thought were worth playing. Add 1 and exert a dwarf to heal an elf. Don't need that. Oh, here's your Lorien elves. Okay.
Yeah.
This makes sense.
Oh, there were more of them?
You were playing
Yeah,
some
I got
back,
it.
of course. Open bow. Shoulder to shoulder. Make bear strength +2, yeah. An elf, yeah. Yeah. Okay.
It's an interesting card.
All right, how many cards do we get? 30 and 30?
40 and 40? Right? I think it's 40 and 40. Well, I think it's at least 40 and 40.
Okay. Here are your... Are you going to do dwarves and elves at all?
Not dwarves, maybe some elf stuff.
Okay.
But I was waiting until you actually went through
Oh,
there.
well, there's nothing left for you. You might actually want to do those elven cloaks.
-1 archery.
Yeah, because I'm going to still probably be on Moria Archer. Okay, we've got these. These. Seen and unseen. Correct. Must have. How I remember deck building in the day, you know? Just make a big pile.
Yeah.
See what happens.
It's an educated pile.
It's an educated pile. That's right. And most of my decks that I build and constructed are educated piles.
That's right.
I won't tell you what they're piles of, but they are educated.
How many archers you got over there?
Oh, so many. Like a good amount.
Yeah, I assume so.
You see the elf deck, you know. Don't hold back either, because I do have a lot of good options for just like messing with Urukai.
I'm not holding back.
I haven't decided how hard I'm going to go that direction yet, but I will probably try to sneak more in than I should. Of course, you do need a win.
I could use a dub.
Okay, arrows. There's just a lot of really fun and good options here when you look at building a deck. I like this a lot. Gift of Boats. Okay, next step for Steven. Let's sleeve some cards. This looks like these are all my cards. Did I have dwarf stuff? You had dwarf stuff, right? You had dwarf stuff.
What'd you say to me?
Nothing.
Where's the elf stack? I just want to see it real quick.
This is the clearly not playing. There's more to it.
It's okay.
That's probably on tap too.
I do like Elven Cloaks.
Michael's correct. The sad part of Lord of the Rings deck building is the most of the cute things you could do were bad. Well, I've never been scared of bad. I will say, sadly, I am cutting the Watchers, though, this time around.
It checks out.
I like that I did it fully once, and it meant nothing. The end.
Dude, this Cast It Into the Fire would be great in multiplayer. It's maneuver, spot an elf, make each opponent discard a card from his or her hand, draw a card for each card discarded this way. We have 5 opponents. It's like pay 1, everyone discards 1, you draw 5.
I forget about the multiplayer stuff.
Yeah.
Can you de-sleeve the golds over there? Or I can't if you give them to me.
Yeah.
These guys. Ooh, see what you're running.
Cheater!
I'm gonna go ahead and take this flaming brand away from you.
So this is actually really interesting. The voice of Nimrodel. Tail, exert an elf at a river or forest to cancel a skirmish involving that elf. like the ability to assign.
Did I put that in that pile?
Yeah.
Did I give you the right pile? What's it called? Oh, I've already got 4 of those.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, of course you do 4 of those. Are you crazy?
I'm surprised you. Do you have 4 of these in Master of Healing?
Yes.
That seems so good.
I have 4 of those as well. Of course. 4, 5, 6,
We're not
7,
fools.
8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Why do I only have 28 sleeves? That's a good question. Oh, there they are.
Oops.
More man cards.
Yeah.
9, 30.
All right, let me figure out my fellowship real quick. We'll come back to this. We have the rare Saruman somewhere, right?
Yes.
You hiding them from me?
That might be. I'm at 36 cards here. Don't know why.
Maybe it was 70, I think, is the minimum, right? 35 and 35?
Okay. I
think that's accurate.
And then I did more because of Moria.
Yeah.
More for Moria, you see. Okay, you're looking for a Saruman?
Oh, here's the cards.
Sorry, Mom. Okay, cards that are definitely in. Galadriel, Elrond, Elrond's Ring. Easy. Asphaleth, Gwen-Gamegil,
Come again?
Arwen in the Fellowship. You can have your sleeve back. I myself will be using copper sleeves. I'll take my Boromir sleeve as well here.
There he is.
Let's go here. Frodo's going to bear the ring, of course.
Interesting choice. Got him.
Let's put these elves in these green sleeves. Oh, come on. Green classic dragon shields. How great is that? Although I do have blue sleeves. Even better. Yes, even better.
All right, let's come back to this.
I'll put Frodo in the green. Oh my gosh, I'm going to match the colors. Why didn't I think of this earlier?
Fool. Coming back to you.
Oh, look at this, though. This is half the game for me right here. Woo! Look at that. Look at how beautiful that is. They all match. Come on.
He's here for the party. All right, so starting Fellowship.
There's some more sleeves for you.
Let's look at these locations really quick. I think there's some.
Haldir, definitely in.
Here's a. Now I know we're pod racing. Question: do you determine your starting Fellowship before or after you know whether you're going first? I'll tell you why I'm asking shortly. Let me find it.
Can you discard a copy of an ally to heal that ally?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Excellent.
I'm glad I could be here for you.
Yeah. Okay. Haldir, good.
After, okay. So if I know that I'm going first, then I can. If my starting location is the Prancing Pony, I can add a burden to play Aragorn for my draw deck. So I could technically not start with Aragorn.
Oh, come on. Look at this.
But if I'm going second, then I have to start with Aragorn.
Look at this pro player.
I'm going to have to go through all these locations in a minute to decide. You have more elf cards you're definitely not using?
Not yet definite.
Okay. Hit me up when the party's ready to start.
Can make Arwen and Archer, of course. Do I have any other companions? I do. Haldir can be coming. Yeah. Okay. So, do I need more than one elven bow? I really don't. In a perfect world, I'll just draw it. Okay.
And it's definitely going to be a perfect world, am I right?
Lorien Elf and Haldir. It would be nice to make Haldir.
Is this your... I'm not using this deck?
So far. Yeah. So let's just do one bow. Who needs to set up consistency? Maybe 2. It's a maybe.
I'm not using any of those.
Alright, then...
Agreed.
Do we really need 4 Voice of Nimrodel? Yeah, probably. Bearer must be an elf. Discard to make strength +2. Yes, we need this. It's a good one-up. Okay. Double shot. Spot an elf. Archer companion to make the fellowship. Yes. An elf archer wins a skirmish. Choose a minion to discard. Now, that's great, but I don't know. Can I have multiple supports that are non-unique?
Yeah, of course.
Certain alcohol plays here. Well, if it is at a river during the fellowship phase, the move limit is +1. How much should I try to rush? I'm not going to.
Rush what? I don't know what you're talking about. What are you rushing?
You're going to be putting conditions on me, right? You think so?
What are you
1 or 2? How many? 3?
Hey.
You have blade tips and stuff?
I really don't think you should worry about it. Just let it happen.
I'll put 2 in there. Gotta have an answer.
Fine. Alright, Swordsman of the Northern Kingdom. Tell me this. Is that card any good? Not. Anyone out there know? Am I wasting my time?
Yeah, we do have to start bidding. Because that's where the burdens happen. I'm committed if you are.
I'm here for the party. I get it. Did we have any you have any more elf cards you're not using?
Not yet. I'm still going through the process.
Do we only have 1 Legolas? Is that where we're at?
I can only see 1 here.
Yeah.
I didn't see any more.
Alright, I'm glad to know that I'm starting to understand how to value cards. Jason's saying it's meh. Seems really good. And then you're like, not really. Just not. You know what I like? Cards that come on the table and stay.
Yeah, dude, supports are where it's at.
And then offer you something for the rest of the game. Jason's saying Aragorn just needs to not get overwhelmed. I agree. That's why I have 2 Coat of Mail. Which would mean he would need to be tripled. And if Steven gets to 24 with one of his Moria minions, well, I'll eat my hat.
How many orcs would you say you're playing just in general?
Are Uruk-hais considered orcs?
Yeah.
I don't think they are.
Are they not? What's it say on there?
It says Uruk-hai.
Okay. Thank you.
They're hybrid.
I'll be right back.
They're hybrid orcs. Michael says permanents are very powerful. You are correct.
I'm bringing the goods.
Got more elf cards you're not using yet?
Not yet.
Oh my goodness. Will he ever finish?
I want these.
You're not using dwarf cards?
Nah, not yet at least. I mean, I think I'm all in on elves, man. To be honest with you.
We like Gimli.
Wizard. That card. I feel like that's an important piece of my strategy. So I don't know, to make each opponent discard a card. Yeah, okay. Don't need that. That seems like a multiplayer card. Gift of Boats. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing these. Certain elf could do that. Don't need these. I'm not going to discard your stuff as much. Okay. Wait a minute. Force of Aragorn is a must. Must have. Must have. Must have. Don't need. Okay. Spot Elrond. Yeah. Okay. These need to get in. One of these is acceptable. These two replace. Draw. Okay. So we need room. So let's start cutting. Cut one of those.
Give me them elf cards.
Cut. Two of those. Skirmish that off. Okay. Discard a condition. Fine. Opponent to discard a card from hand. We draw up at the end of the phase no matter what, right?
Unless you move twice as a fellowship. But yeah, so like the end of your turn, both turns, you draw back up.
So this is an interesting card. This Far-Seeing Eyes. Play an elf, have you discard a card from hand. A lot of times that's helpful. Is it not?
I mean, I get to choose, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I would discard like a fellowship card.
Mm-hmm.
And then you would move, and I would play my cards out. And then if you move again, it's really bad.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't think that's particularly.
There's got to be some strategies here.
Lighten my world up.
Okay. Good. Okay. So that was an easy 5 slots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Man, that box was insanity.
Great box.
That's unreal.
Far-Seeing became unique, so I guess it was. I guess if you had 4 out and you have to discard 4 cards every time I play an elf, that could get really stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Let's just not touch that one.
Yeah, I could. That's where it becomes a problem.
Yeah.
It's like I'll play 2 elves and you don't have a hand. Okay.
Okay.
I'll move. Okay. You're not gonna play anything. Let's move again. But even just like move once to discard 8. How many times can you do that? You got to get to that quickly.
It's a great question.
But like you're gonna deck them really quick.
You just kind of have to draw good stuff, don't you? You just draw well.
All the time, right?
Yeah.
Built to hit.
Master of Healing, and then I really want a couple of Defiances in here. Ally Strength +3, yeah. I like that. Just trying to follow. That's Force of Aragorn is so good. It's so good.
He likes the stock.
Discarding, you'll be able to draw 2 cards. Okay. Yes. +3 participates. Yeah. Archery and skirmish. Great. Excavation. Yeah. Here's an archer. Love this. Love this. I would definitely switch those out. Loses. If a minion loses the skirmish to the enemy, discard 2 cards. Okay, I see.
All right. I don't think I really need. I definitely want that one.
The discard here are super interesting. Because if I move twice, you draw up 8, right? Mm-hmm. This is kind of interesting. There's things that during the skirmish phase, after the resolution of a skirmish, I can have you discard random cards. It's like the only things left in your hand at that point would be tricks for your other battles, which could happen. Like, I'm going to save this and give this orb +4 to screw this guy over.
Like you do.
I think that's the sole purpose of it. Otherwise, it could be fellowship cards you're like holding on to because they're really important and they get discarded. So I'm gonna have a little splash of that. Let's see how it does.
I'm with you.
But I think.
Let's look back through here.
Oh, this is a condition. Oof. Okay, that's real good. Strength +1. If a minion loses to that off, the minion's under. Okay, well, I just like that a lot. Okay. Okay, great. Well, I believe we're here.
Really?
Yeah, I think I've done it. Because it's just all blue.
That does make it easier.
Yeah, I just went mono elf. What if the elves just marched the ring down in there? Just, all right, Mordor, bring it on.
It could have been easier.
Okay, all the things that you are free to use, no questions asked.
We finally got there.
Yeah.
All right, let me take a look.
And Jason, why are we anti-Gandalf? So we didn't get the starters for the first block, which apparently is pretty important, but we didn't pull a Gandalf. So otherwise, I think one of us would be into the Gandalf idea. Okay. Done. Now let's see if Moria needs to change at all.
Question. Asking for a friend. You can use allies' abilities when they're not at their home site, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, like that one. During the regroup phase. It makes it harder to move twice, right? Is that the idea?
Easier to move twice.
Yes, correct. Yeah. You know what? I mean, is it really worth playing the Balrog?
Sometimes not.
I mean, it's a one-of, I guess, in the deck, which is not terrible.
And if you don't have anything better to do that turn, you can go get it and play it.
Yeah.
I think one of is
Surely
hard
that's
to
fine,
ignore.
I suppose. Cooper Bowman there. Now, the Balrog sword doesn't seem useful.
I agree.
Yeah. But it's fancy. It's got a little artifact symbol and everything.
Oh man, we might be racing. It might be a little race tack here.
I think you're on the race.
Gifted
front.
boats.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The Fellowship is at a river.
I should probably be playing that.
Move limit is +1.
But I need another card too from that stack.
The host of the Last Alliance is also interesting. There's that stack back.
I think there's going to be a lot of healing in this deck. There he goes. We need to discard. No future wins a skirmish. We can finish it. We need to discard. Cast it into the fire.
No.
Cast it into the fire.
You know. So close. Interesting.
Would you end up with anything fancy?
No. Just considering my options. How bold am I feeling?
Oh, not bold at all. I hope. Scavengers. Okay, so I see what I was doing. Yeah, I mean, of course. I can't imagine if you had a full collection. This Moria stuff would be absolutely gross.
Yep, it was. All of it was, once you started getting lots of cards.
Like, if you could really just make it super consistent. Oh my gosh. 4 scouts, 4 runners. Ugh, gross. Did you take the boat card?
It's in my stack, but you can have it if you want.
I don't want it.
I already have tools, so
Unless you're not going to run it. I don't need it. Okay. This is a very reasonable cut here. Each unique Moria is +1. Ancient Chieftain, Archer Commander. It's not enough. Okay.
Jay says, yes, you don't want FP to triple move.
Free Peoples, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a good triple.
Play Spot the Balrog. Please on Gandalf. No. So I'm gonna put in a few of these if the fellowships move twice stuff, because I know what you're up to.
What are you talking about?
I know what you're up to. I can hear your words. Get these goblin pursuers out. Woo! You're done. I'm gonna pursue you to the ends of the earth.
Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where are the Hobbits' cards? Don't worry about me.
I mean, I got all this cave troll stuff, but players time they ring bird to a skirmish.
Look at Frodo and Frodo's pipe. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's really nice. He's just like, okay, what's up?
He's broing out, dude.
Search. What does search mean? Just a keyword? What do they call that? A non-loaded keyword or whatever?
Maybe, yeah.
Until you reveal one that is not. Oh wow, that's cool. I didn't realize these cards were so good. I've gotten different assessments going on in this game.
We're at a very different stage of this thing.
Okay, there's the new ones. These cards are not good. Only if you're doing double hobbitses, which you're not, of course.
Not a chance.
Yeah, these cards are not awesome. Use during the recur phase. Oh, Depths of Moria, what's up? I'm coming for you, man.
I'm scared.
Okay, we might do the reinforcements. Patrol troop. I see why I didn't play the things I didn't play. So that's a good sign.
Yeah, you mean you're not dumb?
I guess so. Where I got Cooper Bowman's, I got Foul Things, and yeah, okay.
Oh, you want this card? I'm not gonna use it.
I'll put a boat in maybe. Yeah, we'll look at that. Okay, so I've got slots. I've got a nice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 slots. That's a clean 8 slots. I could just go Pursuer Commander and create some problems for you. Which is looking better than ever. Exert Barrier to make Strength +2. Moria Axe also looking better than ever.
There's too many cards.
I say not enough. Okay, unfamiliar terrain also, just always good. Unfamiliar territory rather. Pursuer. Yeah. Okay, so I think I've got everything that I might want. Reinforcements maybe. Ooh, fun choices. Okay, here's what I've got to decide. Goblin reinforcements. Goblin flankers.
Can I get them in?
Goblin pursuers. Okay, those are my options in the... We've got Drums in the Deep for just a general +2. We've got Unfamiliar Terrain for general +2.
What's that Hobbit stack over there you got?
We've got Depths of Moria, that's going in.
Was that your previous deck?
Yeah.
I'm gonna hand that over.
Yeah.
Let's check that out.
Unfamiliar Territory. Okay, Depths of Moria in. Playing it. Fool of a Took. Reveal cards from the top. I like this card. This is a weird one. Doing it.
What's it do?
Spot a Hobbit. Oh, except the Ring Bearer. Bad. They put it right there on the card. Too inconsistent. To play, exert an orc. Each companion spotlight cost is +2. To play, exert, place your support. Okay. That's a if I didn't win the game at site 5 card. Frenzies, assigning an exhausting companion to skirmish and orc. We don't need it. Sure, it's great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. We've got 6 to spend. Let's go reinforcements. And flankers.
Wow.
Michael, that's crazy. That's the algorithm that's so funny.
What is it?
Just like suggested this because of watching Fab last week. It's like what a perfect nailed the target there.
The algorithm knows.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I need to look at the sites and see how many forests can reasonably happen here.
I'm significantly lacking in battle tricks.
You're playing the Lothlorien Woods, I assume?
Annoying. Yes. Wait, is there extra ones? Oh no, yeah, that one. Yeah. This minion, yeah, okay. I'm going to get a Goblin Guard Commander in here. Not too bad. 6-1-4 for 2. Yeah, I think I'm going to do the Pursuers instead, actually.
Start here, actually.
Let's do a little bit. I'll leave the foil flanker in. Get some Pursuers in here.
Don't really like that.
Flankers reinforcements.
Do you like that?
Okay, we're here. We did it. Each achievement is +1 strength, so that's good. Archer Commander +2, yes, that's all good. And then Scavengers, 8-1-4. Play it, draw a card, go to 10. Sure, it's acceptable. A little bit of splash. Boys ready, just gotta put 1 card in my fellowship side. It's so hard to wait till next week.
Right?
I have to think about this forever.
I need a better number 6. Let's look. I like that the 3 and 6 are silver. It's easy to find them.
Master of Healing. Seen in the unseen. Okay, maybe that's the cut. I just don't know how many things you're going to be throwing out there. Discard a condition, that just seems important. Yeah, that seems important. I like that dismay of our enemies. Oh my gosh, I like that card. There's so many good cards here. It's just so fun.
It's pretty crazy, actually.
There's so many cards.
Yeah. I think we have an evolving strategy here.
You gonna be doing the space race?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not doing that, no. Definitely not.
Cool.
Yeah, I like where this is. I like where this is.
I might lean a little harder into my strat.
Can I have 2 copies of the White Arrows of Lorien? I can, but I'm only going to have 1. Even though it's great. Okay. I'm ready, dude. I'm done it. I feel good about it.
Dude, you're way ahead of me.
I'm excited.
Way ahead.
Let's see what my ideal setup is here. We've got the Dream Team in the back row. Salbeth, Galdor, Orifin. Don't forget Denendal coming in from the sidelines. We've got Eruviel. We've got Cylinday. And my favorite, Lorien Elf. We've also got Galadriel. Who could forget? We've got Golradir. Here comes Elrond. team leader and Haldir of the companions. I don't need the 2 of this guy, so I just opened myself up another slot already. Look at me go. That's why you do it. Are we bringing in the gift of boats? 9 is the correct number of companions? 9? I'm supposed to have 9 companions? I don't have any companions, really. I've got elves and allies.
So companions are obviously great for just chump blocking.
Yeah.
I try to have... I've been trying to have 9.
Whew. Okay, I need to rethink everything. Let's get the horse.
I need to rethink it all.
Elrond with the ring. Look at all these allies, though. Come on. So what, do you need like a random Gimli or something?
I got this Gimli out. Technically, do you have a way to heal this Gimli? He exerts to get +2 strength.
Yeah, Elrond.
So I feel like that would be way better for you.
It would be.
So I will seed this Gimli to you.
Oh my gosh. What a champion.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay, so then we've got 1 companion. Do you count the ring bearer? 2 companions.
That's the only thing you don't count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the Mambo number 5 companion track. Okay, we got 5 companions. Survey says not enough.
Survey says. Yeah. You gotta kind of go digging. Like there's hobbits. Like that was a lot of mine.
Oh gosh, more hobbits.
Well, it's just Sam, Merry, and Pippin.
Yeah, okay.
Kind of stuff.
That'd give me to 8.
Yeah.
It's an acceptable number. You've got any men?
And your Lorien elf count.
You've got a Lorien elf?
You have one left over.
Well, toss it on over here.
What do you
Come
mean?
on now.
I need it.
You need You need 1 Lorien elf?
It does help me. What is my? Do you need it? You need it. You need it more than me.
Do I need it? I don't know.
You know what?
You tell me.
I'm just that kind of guy.
Yeah, just passing over the Lorien elves.
Check this out though. So if you go first, we start at my location, right? Or we start?
You're already. It's already just terrible.
Whose location do you start at? Because the plan is, if I can start at the Prancing Pony, I do. But look at this. It's so fun. If I start at the Prancing Pony, I'm going to start with all the hobbits at the Prancing Pony. And then go get Aragorn.
Oh, come on. That's what it's for, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Come on.
So then if I'm not starting at the Prancing Pony, though, I'm just going to start with Aragorn. And not the hobbits. And they're going to be in my deck.
Yeah.
But I would way rather start with all of the party. You know what I mean?
Genius. What's a Gandalf signet? Is that this thing down here? Mm-hmm. Apparently Starter Gandalf does something with that?
Yeah.
What's that, Van? Wait, this box was unbelievable. Unbelievable. I can't play more Frodos. There's Sam. Senaham. Pippin. Okay. There's another Mary. That could be a better one. No, that's the Farmer Mary. Sam, look at Sam. I mean, you couldn't have chose a better shot for that, Sam.
Perfect shot.
Perfect shot.
The
proper poet himself.
The real hero of the saga.
Yeah,
and I'm not even kidding. But real though.
There's another Pippin you might play. Okay, so we need to play some hobbits, is what you're saying. I don't want to play hobbits.
I was just playing the companions. That's why we're doing it.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 6. Isn't that enough? Is 6 companions enough? If you're good enough? Surely, right?
I mean,
just don't die.
Just don't die.
Maybe I'll take a Sam and a Pippin. I don't have a weapon for Mary to bear. I'm gonna discard. No, see, they're doing nothing for me. I'll just take a Sam. Jason says it's fine because I have allies. They'll step in at 3 and 6. It'll be fine. I get to stay elf. I get to stay elved. Only elves. Okay. I gotta cut something, but I just don't want to cut anything. How many Master of Healings is the right number?
For Elrond?
Yeah. 2?
It's a good question. I don't have a great answer for you.
I'll do 2. Alright, we're going to find out if we needed Sam. I think we'll find out real quick. Alright.
Hold on. I'm just now to my baddies.
We did it.
This won't take me.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Van did pull Shards of Narsil. I don't know what we didn't pull from this set. It is crazy.
Just Arwen and Legolas going on an adventure with Frodo. I mean, it's the way that I wanted it.
Calm.
Nice.
Did we ever get
very capable people, or elves, as the case
wise, good looking?
That's right.
The elven way,
aesthetically pleasing fellowship. Now, there are games probably where you just like jet ahead, and then it's like, well, I can only win on the bad side.
So the interesting thing is, like, once I'm 3 locations ahead of you, you have to double move to ever catch me. So I can just go one at a time.
Yeah.
And essentially put the pressure on you. Don't mind me.
Oh, and then I need to look at my my locations. Okay, things that we know we want. Let's lay out. The deck building in this is so fun because then now you get to lay out your path. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I was very Hobbit focused. Okay, now to the path, to the sites. Where are the sites? You got the sites?
They were here.
Here they are.
I think they were here.
Boom. Okay.
Ryan, we actually got the common and the rare Arwen. Steven's whole deck is based around the rare Arwen, right? That's where it started.
Yep. Yep. Based around, I guess. Oh. Ugh. There's some. Ugh.
Yeah. It's funny.
Yeah, I don't want this at all. Play Sam from your draw deck. Okay, so maybe we do have to play Sam. Strength +3. I think we just set it on Galadriel's Glade. House of Elrond is kind of a thing, but it actually is not good. Don't think honest. Bless.
Maybe.
Great Chasm. Oh my gosh. When I don't have to play that stupid marsh, I can do a lot better.
Right?
Yeah, the Great Chasm gets a lot better. Oh, these locations are cool. And my stuff comes in if your stuff, if you're moving fast, my stuff is getting played.
Right.
That's a cool mechanic.
Yeah, that's what. So I was I started leaning towards racing on my fellowship side. And then anything that was like spot a X in a forest or in a river. And it was like, well, if I'm racing, it's never going to be what I pick.
Yeah.
So I can't count on that card.
Yeah. Beat through mine. Play a shadow weapon. Don't need that. Exert a Hamid to play your site team. That's cool. There's a lot of good site ones. So thematic. Exert a minion, make that minion fierce until the regroup phase.
Starting locations are relevant.
5 to 3 trackers. What's a tracker?
Probably a character type.
Trackers. Oh yeah. That's like a. I remember that. Exerting Hamid to play a companion ally or that character's twilight class. Okay, that looks okay. Huh. This companion's twilight cost is +2. There's so many different things here. This is a great mechanic. This path deck is a great mechanic.
Steven likes it.
It's a great mechanic.
Yeah, it really is. And the resource system is very clever. Like I do stuff, you get more resources to do stuff back to me. It's very clever.
To make that character companion. Huh. And Moors are interesting. Is add cars. Yeah, I don't need that one. I need a better 3. And I need forests and rivers too. That's relevant. Okay, I see. Cards can be played from dry. We don't need that. We don't want that at all. River maneuver can't be played. No, don't need that.
Alright. We're getting there. Let's see how many we got.
We're here. Cards cannot be played from draw decks. That's just not. It's not good for anybody. Definitely not good for the old play from discard pile stuff. Okay, West Farthing. Green Dragon in. Sam. All right, you got me.
Let's look at Saruman.
I'm playing it, Sam.
So the Serpent of the Eye. Saruman, Serpent of the Eye. Saruman may not take wounds during the archery phase. Exert it. I love the one that exerts to a sign. That seems so good in the end game.
Yeah, it's super good. Must be.
Like I just force a sign. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, both these Saruman are great. So we're doing 3 and 1. 3 and 1. We want to see a Saruman early. We want to see him often.
Yeah, you gotta get that. Gotta get that Saruman going. Seems pretty important.
Yeah, key character.
And what is? Yeah. Okay, you're out. Golrador. Never liked you anyway. Oh, but your ability is too important. Okay, we gotta find a new Sam slot. Ugh. I like all the cards.
It's hard to get all the cards in.
I just want them all in there.
Definitely go on this. Seems good.
Okay, fine. Sam, you're here. We got him in. Proper poet.
Didn't even know it.
Okay. First, this. Next. And Moors we're in. Woo! This is the weirdest part.
The sights?
Yeah, the sights. Stop that.
Oh, play on that.
Played. Okay, let's do that.
I'm almost there.
Play a Hobbit to draw a card. Don't need that. Moves to House of Elrond. Free People's Player. There's no better threes, really. Wasn't there a play an elf draw a card? Oh yeah, right here. Found it. Play an elf draw a card. Of course we want that. 4. Great Chasm coming in.
Alright. I gotta find space for
5.
these guys.
Gotta be the bridge. 6. 4 Sanctuary. Lothlorien Woods. Each ally whose home is site 6 is strength plus 3. Sure. We love it. 7.
I think we made it. Somehow I beat you.
While the Fellowship is the Great River. This is our only 7s? These 7s are bogus, man. Discard every ally? Like, I'm not playing that one. What are you talking about? Game?
Can I see that one?
No.
My locations are never going to be in play.
That's the hope.
Ever.
Yeah. You can see it, though.
Oh my goodness. None shall pass. I won't do that to you. But man, am I pumped.
You ready?
Yeah, this deck is going to be better.
I feel happy going mono elves.
Yeah, that was a really cool switch that we both did, which is a fun representation of this first cycle, right? Like I was playing dwarves and elves for a minute, and you were playing hobbits, kind of leaning Gondor a little.
Hobbits kind of Gondor.
And then all of a sudden, I'm heavy Gondor, and you're heavy elf. Flip it.
You've got a ranger. Cards may not be played from draw decks or discard piles. Okay, well, I guess that's the best 7 we've got. Even though it's bogus.
Sometimes it do be like that, though.
Okay, 8.
Van says, famous last words, this deck is going to be better, as he then gets overwhelmed at side 5 again.
That's right, yeah. 9.
Yeah, I might not win, but the deck is not worse than it was. You start really quickly learning what's worth it.
Supposedly.
Yeah.
Says you. I'm learning that I want to play elves. 9.
We were looking through it. It's like this card seemed really good at first.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
all of a
you're
sudden
right.
it was like,
You're right.
oh, that's not as good as I expected.
Not as good as
it
I
to be.
thought. Especially getting some play time in as well.
Yeah.
You actually get to see what's good and what isn't.
And like, we're starting to learn a little bit about each other's decks.
Yeah.
Just a pinch.
The old 2-person meta is the best it ever gets.
Yeah.
No, I won't say that as an objective statement, but it's
Yeah.
so fun to just have 2 people like constantly like trying to mess each other up.
Yeah. I agree.
Okay, so we finished with A beautiful path. Green Dragon in. We're going to exert and play Sam just to have another fellowship coming. Then we got Breland Forest. It's a forest. Good for me because I can cancel a skirmish there with that elf cancel card. Also no stealth events, so no hobbit stealth. Only one.
That elf cancel is not a stealth event, right?
It is not. I hope not. Elves don't cancel with stealth. They cancel with elvenness.
Might. Wisdom.
Yeah, they cancel with wisdom. That's right. What are they going to cancel with? What's that called? Foul creation. Is that the... When do you play the river? Is 3 the river where the Nazgul killed everybody? Or tried to?
Yeah. Fort of Brunian.
Yeah. Oh, so you're playing that.
Brunin. Fort of Brunin.
Information.
Brunin.
Yeah, well, it's not it's a tail. It's not a stealth event. Yeah.
Nazgul are free. Of course I'm playing it.
Then we're going to go to the Rivendell Valley, of course. Play an elf to draw a card. I do also have an ally that mimics Site 3 for persistence.
Yeah.
So I can always draw when I play elves.
That's really good.
That'd be super good if that happens, right? I only have one of that. Then we go to the Great Chasm. Twilight cost of the first archer is -2.
Oh, come on.
So, that's easy. Bridge of Khazad-dûm, no surprises. Althorian Woods. Allies home site 6, strength +3.
You're just gangster there.
I'm awesome here. Yeah. Good luck is the Woods. But I also have a card that pulls in a site 6 ally to a skirmish, like at any site. So if I have the persistent +3 from the ally, and then I can pull something in, it's like +6. Yeah. So it gets really
it's super good.
Got to draw it. Great River, don't care about that one, doesn't matter. Brown lands, for each archer, minion archer, the minion archery total is +1.
So you double your archer.
So I play 4 or 5 or 6 archers, and you better watch out. Don't cancel the phase. And then Summon of Aemon Hin. Draw a card for each burden just because I got nothing better to do.
While we're here, I'm going to start at the Prancing Pony.
Oh, yeah, you are.
And then we're going to go to Weathertop, which makes sense. That's for Aragorn to go next. Each Nazgul at Weathertop is fierce, so watch yourself.
Now, am I going to want to bid? How does the bidding work?
You get to choose who goes first.
So if you win the bid, you take that many burdens, and you choose who goes first. And the first player reveals their opponent's site.
I don't know whose site. I think I'm pretty sure it comes from the second player's deck. So if I start, we get your location to start.
Like standard, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Then we have the Fort of Brunin. First Nazgul is -5.
Of course.
Yeah, etc. Then we have Holland, stage 4.
Uruk-hai
not roaming. What do you say?
Oh, it's coming up next. Get it.
Holland Oats.
Yeah.
Bridge of Khazad-dûm, of course. Valley of Silverload. When the Fellowship moves here, each Hobbit may heal.
Mm-hmm.
And I have 4 Hobbits in the deck, so.
Ooh.
The Anduin Wilderland. While the Fellowship is here, skip the archery phase.
Yeah, that's good for you.
I don't have any archers, so
spoiler.
Anduin Banks for each companion in the Fellowship over 4.
Oh, right.
Add 2 to the minion archery total.
That's great for me.
Me knowing it, if this is going to be the location, I need to have a small Fellowship.
I can help you with that.
Yeah. And then we finish out with the Slips of Aemon Hin. The Twilight cost of each Isengard minion is -1.
That's a great place to just
dump on someone.
Get there. Do I have an Aragorn to take advantage of Pony? No, I don't.
What's Pony?
Is that is Aspharoth? Is that Pony stuff?
I mean, it's a horse. There's Build the Pony, but he doesn't seem like he cares about Aragorn.
What is a horse but just a big pony?
It is basically that, right?
Let me see. I'll look. I just don't know how this one's gonna go. I know I'm gonna throw out a lot of orcs.
Well, you won both the first 2 games off your minions, or your bad guys. So I don't think that side needed a ton of help.
Correct.
So your Fellowship is just kind of having fun while you're killing me on the other side.
That's right. We can't win.
Oh, Prancing Pony to download
Aragorn. No, I don't have an Aragorn. That's fine. Yeah. I imagine that in the metagame as it developed, you'd have to have one of a few things in case they started the pony or the
Green Dragon. Yeah. Well, I think if you can imagine the game is Lord of the Rings and you're trying to get the ring to Mordor. So
you might have an Aragorn and Sam.
Most people, because when a companion dies, they're dead. You can only ever have 9 companions total between in play and dead. So most decks had 9 companions.
Yeah.
Right. Or more. And so a lot of times you would just run like a generically good Gandalf and a generically good Aragorn and a generically good and like just all the hits.
Yeah.
And then you build your deck to count on having certain characters out, but then the rest of it is just characters.
Just soak, just sponges. Yeah. All right, put Gimli in the dwarf stack. We'll keep it clean. Where's the dwarf stack? So I've got a hobbit stack here.
It's here. This is the dwarf stack.
Dwarf stack. Orc stack, or rather Moria stack.
And we did it.
We did it.
I'll go back up top.
Yeah, congrats.
All right, so
got in deep there.
Next week, I was my head down, buried the whole time.
It was far from entertaining. More about Zach and I just literally sitting here and building a deck.
Yeah, incredible box. That was so cool.
Maybe the best box I've ever seen.
And it's amazing. It just shows you back in the day, you get to the third set and like it completely opened up new pathways for us. And this is how it felt when I was a kid. It's like, you don't have an Aragorn, and all of a sudden you pull an Aragorn, and you're like, all those, like if we have Gandalf right now, you have all this stack of cards you weren't even paying attention to.
Massive, yeah.
So it's just more cards than I was used to dealing with. Like back in the day. What was it? My grandpa, it's story time, kids. Pull up a chair. My grandpa was actually he had like a heart attack, and then he had to have like quadruple bypass heart surgery, and they gave him like a 2% chance to live, and he did. Miracle.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was crazy. But then he got, I think it was like pancreatic cancer, like 5 or 6 years later. And then so my mom was taking him to Tulsa to get chemo on a regular basis. But then, like, a lot of times we'd go, and while we were waiting, she would take us over to Top Deck.
Yeah.
And we'd get like 2 or 3 packs. And at that particular time, we were playing Lord of the Rings. So actually, that's where most of my cards came from.
Oh, that's so crazy.
You remember those posters in the old office?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So you only got those posters. You had to buy, I think it was 3 packs a week during this promotion.
My gosh.
And if you bought 3 packs, you got this promo card. So I still have these. I can bring these up at some point.
How do you keep track of that?
They have a little punch card.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And they know, like, there's only so many people doing this. But if you bought 3 packs a week, I think it was for like 6 weeks or something, then you got all the promos with it. But then you got that poster. So I got the Fellowship and the Two Towers poster. But then, like, he actually finished his chemo treatment midway through the Return of the King thing.
Wow. Ups and downs.
Yeah, so then we stopped going to Tulsa, and then I stopped getting the promo. So like the last couple of promos, I have the promo cards still. The posters those are lost to time.
Yeah.
But those were hanging up in the first office that we had for a while.
Yeah, that's super cool. Wow, a lot of history here. John Miller, what's up? Hey, you're fantastic for being here. Thank you so much. Saying he really appreciates us doing these. We appreciate doing it. Amy saying we really need to buy the starter decks. The promo characters are pretty essential for deck building. Well, they have been essential enough to keep us from not having fun.
Yeah, but they have
keep us from having fun.
Perhaps they would keep me from dying.
Yeah, maybe so.
I'm sure there's some
Gandalf tricks that would help you there.
I do remember, like, we each had Gandalf in our decks, of course, and like, usually he was very helpful.
Yeah. It's an understatement.
Yeah, like he normally would be. But I just remember having very limited. We had like 1 each or 2, so it wasn't like you see him every game either.
Yeah.
But that's just the way the cookie crumbles, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. All right, everybody. Hey, thanks so much for joining us. We're going to get out of here. And we'll be back next week on Thursday to play with these decks. So if that's something you're interested in seeing, we hope you'll join us for that. And stop by on Monday. We're going to be talking to Andrew from Earthborn. If you like Lord of the Rings and kind of that thematic game, a lot of us that interacted with this kind of stuff early on in our lives now might enjoy more of like a cooperative thematic experience. So Earthborn is going to deliver on that real hard, and it's kind of that open world thing going on. So very cool, very much in the Middle Earth CCG vein. And then we got, of course, Flesh and Blood and the start of our Introducing Ashes series on Wednesday. So come on over. We're here every day. We hope to see you then. And until next time, take care.